Hey everyone, I'm Case Aiken. Now, if you'll recall, Bizarro showed us that it's really hard to properly replicate Kryptonian DNA, and Matrix/Linda Danvers is another example that you can't make a carbon copy. However, one Superman analog was able to replicate Kryptonian DNA, Hank Henshaw, the Cyborg Superman. Hank Henshaw began as a parody of Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. However, his quartet slowly died from radiation poisoning. Henshaw, however, was able to save his intellect by transferring it into nearby technology. Eventually, to escape Earth, he took control of Superman's birthing matrix, the post-crisis version of his rocket, and reconfigured it into a small probe which he explored the stars with. While in space, he subjugated the alien warlord Mongol and amassed a fleet to invade Earth, having come to blame Superman for his condition. He returned to discover Superman dead, however. He devised to use this, destroying the reputation of Superman by creating a duplicate form. See, because he had access to the Kryptonian birthing matrix, he could mimic Kryptonian technology and grow fresh tissue. Unlike all the other attempts, he could create a perfect replica of the Man of Steel, though he had to heavily infuse it with machinery in order to control it. His appearance was not unique. 3 other pretender Supermans showed up at the same time, so he had to fight to stake his claim to the title. Eventually, he revealed his plan, destroyed Coast City, and tried to take over. Fortunately, the real Superman showed up and saved the day. After that, he popped up from place to place, able to grow a new body from limited genetic material. That alone would make for a powerful villain, but he could also control all technology around him, making him virtually omnipotent. He was more powerful than Superman, or any of his pretenders, and became a lingering threat through the years. After being out of the limelight for a few years, he popped up again when Hal Jordan resurfaced. He's stolen Green Lantern rings, and eventually became part of the Sinestro Corps. Given his massive power set, this was just superfluous, as defeating him could never really be about overpowering him. His vulnerability is his psychosis. His goals and motivations are warped, in some ways making him a Superman equivalent of the Joker, with the destructive potential upscaled appropriately. Outside of comics, he's appeared in animated adaptations of the Reign of the Supermen arc. He's also prominently featured in the Supergirl TV show, teased at first only to eventually be revealed to be the Martian Manhunter, only to later have a real version of the character show up, albeit far less powerful. Since the New 52, we've seen alternate versions of the character, such as one that was actually Zor-El, Kara Zor-El's father. And this gets to the big issue with the character, which is that regardless of all of the backstory and gimmicks, the thing that really sells this character is the look. The look of a cyborg Superman is really cool. But that said, I do have a soft spot for the original. The look is a Terminator version of Superman, and the powers are vast and interesting, though so vast that it changes the nature of the story even for Superman. He's not my favorite copy of Superman, but he's definitely one of the most menacing. But next time, we're going to talk about a character, or rather a set of characters, who share a look with the Cyborg Superman, but are functionally quite different despite being pretty powerful themselves, when we talk about the Reanimen from Invincible. But until then, stay super, man. Hey everyone, I just wanted to thank you for staying to the end of the episode. Please do all the YouTube stuff, liking and subscribing and all of that. Thank you. We've been getting really great feedback here, and I love to see this channel grow. So thank you for that. Also, check out the podcast that goes along with this. It's at certainpov.com. There's a ton of great shows there, so check those out. But, just thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great week.